2. I didn't realize that my camera had added makeup to my lips. It tells you how focused I'm in. And as I was talking the last time in my video, the lipstick went like this all over my face. So here I am. Okay, I promised you going into week 2 of Nutrisystem. Did I rock it 110%? No, but I'll tell you why. Before though, I'd love to ask you to click subscribe and the little bell so you'll catch my weekly updates, because I am gonna stick to Nutrisystem. I know it's gonna work, and I'm gonna take you through this right now. Okay, when I saw you last week, which was day 1, I had kind of gone through with you what was in the original box to start your first week, the bye-bye belly fat, all of that. And I started really strong. As I said before, I love drinking water, so I'm okay with that. Veggies are fine. And if you haven't had the spiced tagine, anybody have tagine before? I hope I'm saying it right. Literally obsessed with it on all my veggies. So, and there are no calories. So think yummy Mrs. Dash. Although Mrs. Dash isn't bad. I love this. Okay, I'm diverting. So the veggies were fine, the water was fine. I started off great. I'm gonna show you some of my most favorite meals that I had this week. There's a lot I've had, and pretty much I would say 99% are amazing tasting. And I guess this is what you do the first month, so that month 2, you pick what you want. All right, so I started with showing you, I wanna make sure you can see it, the turbo shake. It's delicious, I'm not gonna lie, it's yummy. I've always been someone who loves a protein shake. This one's really chocolatey, it doesn't clump, it's really smooth. What I want to do this week though is add ice to it, add my spinach to it, kind of fluff it up more. Because with 5 kids, I tend to wake up, have 2 cups of coffee, and then boom, gone for the day. So I will tell you how that turned out with the ice. I loved it. Okay, white mac and cheese. I know, you're saying, oh, it's in a package, it's not frozen, it won't taste good. Lie. It is amazing. If you allow it to set after you cook it, it'll be piping hot. The noodles are amazing. It tastes so cheesy. So if you love Kraft macaroni and cheese or the white cheese, phenomenal. So I've loved that. Another one for lunch. The broccoli, cheddar rice broccoli lunch. Now, coming from a paleo background, this has been definitely a mental struggle for me this week to actually eat carbs. If you hear my kids, I'm sorry, there's 5 of them, and a dog and 2 cats running around. Mentally, it's kind of been hard to get over, but I'm doing it one day at a time, and I'm feeling like I have more clarity, and I'm not sure if that's the carbs. We'll see. I mean, this is not a forever, this is for the moment. Okay, another fantastic one was my cinnamon streusel muffin. So good. Definitely not one of the smaller ones. It tastes delicious. It's whole grain, it's cinnamon, it's kind of crumbly on top. You're gonna love it. I had the cinnamon roll with frosting on it today, which was delicious. I'm not lying, but if you're looking for something from Dunkin' Donuts or your local diner, bring it down to about that big. However, I'm very full. Shocking, I know. Maybe I'm learning. Who knows? Okay, one more thing I wanted to show you because I threw away the packages of my dinners. The chocolate peanut butter bar. It's not for everybody. I really liked it. It filled me up. Quite honestly, going forward, I would rather not have bars for lunch because I feel like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I want to have something hot. I'm okay having a muffin in the morning, but having a bar, I will only use those if I'm out and about. Okay, so my week. So there you go. Side note, anything that is ravioli, manicotti, rigatonis, anything Italian, delish. Okay, here we go. Why did it suck this week? Well, it started off great. Honestly, guys, I was on it. The water, the veggies, adding my tagine, which I love more than life. And then the emotional part of my life started to seep in. We lost someone very dear to us. You know, life stuff, bills, doctor bills, school stuff, organizing schedules, not sleeping, not feeling good, blah, 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 okay? I don't know if you're like me, but I'm an emotional eater, and it's something that I have worked on all my life, and I have fought all my life. And if you share the same thing as me, will you please comment so I know I'm not alone? It's tough, and I think that's what threw me off. So where I started really strong, because I don't eat big portions, as the shit hit the fan, I began to, you know, self-feed myself with goldfish crackers or a piece of cheese, and necessarily those aren't bad, but those aren't on my system. So at the end of the week, I have decided a couple things. Number one is I'm going to practice my attitude of gratitude. I think the number one thing is, if you don't truly, I know this has been said by every guru, if you don't fall in love with who you are right now, nothing's going to change. So I'm working really hard at the self-love and the no talking down. You know, number one for me. And number two, is this what I want for my kids? Do I want them to do the same thing I do? Now, they don't ever hear me talk that way, but you can tell when someone's not happy. Let's be honest. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I'm going to journal. I'm going to journal this week. Yes, I'm going to write down the food, but more of what was my trigger? What set me off? Is it I'm watching too much of the news? Is it paying too much attention to the drama in my life? Is it A, B, C, D, whatever it is? Because I have to figure out what the triggers are that really set me off. So those are my two things. Number three, I'm gonna start back to exercising. I told you last week that Zumba is a love of mine. So I'm gonna really write it in the schedule, because I know that when I write it in my schedule for my children, we always do it. So why not schedule myself in? So I'm gonna do that. And number four, I'm just gonna go for it this week. I'm going to eat everything I'm supposed to. I'm gonna really just one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. I always think of Santa Claus is coming to town when sorry, it's so lame, I'm sorry. When the Yeti sings, put one foot in front of the other. And whenever I'm going through a stressful time, I, you know, nerdily, think of that song. So I am one foot in front of the other this week. I am going to really concentrate on one food after the other and nothing in between. I don't have to eat to make it better. I can't solve the world's issues by eating a cupcake. So that's where I'm at. I'm excited. I am down 1 pound. So, you know, Turbo says you can lose up to 13, but it's 1. It's 1. And I feel like I learned stuff. I tasted a lot of yummy foods, and I really got a realistic view of what I need to do to become the best me. So, oh, here comes my dog. I must be on too long. Hi, Charlie. So, I will be back next weekend. I will give you an update with weight loss and more so my emotional state of mind. If you have any questions about this, please write below and know that, you know, we're all in this together, and I'm never going to stop being a fighter. So good luck to you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.